Howdy folks, this is Apple Geek here, back with another reaction video. Just before I get into that though, I just want to say, I don't know about any of the rest of you, but I'm really starting to get into the holiday mood here as of late. Got Thanksgiving coming up, which I'm looking forward to, and it's got some beautiful fall weather going on here. In case you didn't already figure out based on my accent, I'm not a Southerner. I actually have been born and raised in Minnesota. So yeah, we got snow coming up here at some point. Hopefully not too soon, but actually just finished mowing my lawn today for the last time this year, so I can put the lawnmower to bed. But yep, then I gotta get the snowblower out and prepped to make sure that's ready to go for when we start getting buried under 2 feet of snow or something crazy like that. So yay. Um, no, I was just so you know, although I did grow up in a farm, so I do have some farming background, things like that. But hats isn't really a thing in this part of the country. I actually got this down in Oklahoma when I was visiting a friend of mine down there a couple years ago. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, but then of course after Thanksgiving, got Christmas coming up. I do my best to stay away from Christmas music and things like that before Thanksgiving, because Thanksgiving is really an important holiday that just gets forgotten about, and just no, there's no respect for it these days with all the commercial Christmas shopping and everything. I do try to do my Christmas shopping early because I hate all the chaos and everything that goes with the main shopping season. It's chaotic. It's people get trampled. You got to worry about weather and shipping delays. I don't want any part of that stuff. So I try to get done early. But I try to stay away from Christmas music and decorations, things like that, until after Thanksgiving. This year I have failed miserably on that because this happened. Disclaimer, I am not getting paid to talk about this. I do not get paid for one red cent for anything that I put on YouTube. Let me make that clear right now. But buy this. Seriously. Anybody that likes pony music, check this out. Daniel Ingram has outdone himself yet again. This is not a canon album. I do not care. Uh, just to run through real quick, I'm not going to spend time on a full review, but it's got a couple completely original songs on it. It's got an extended version of the Heart Carol from the original Hearthwarming Eve episode, which was a really great song. And to my knowledge has not been released on an official compilation album or anything yet. And then you've got 7 songs where each of the main 6, and yes, even Spike, get essentially a solo song. Well, one of them is actually the Apple Family, not just Applejack, but yeah, and that's one of the best songs in the album actually. So anyway, seriously, go check it out. Give it a listen. Please buy it. Don't just download it. We really want to make sure we support the Daniel Ingram and everything, all the production that goes into this stuff, because it's just awesome. So yeah, I couldn't wait on buying that. I pre-ordered it, listened to it all day yesterday when it was released, and it's just a great album. It's really kind of starting, getting me in the mood of the holidays and stuff. So anyway, enough about that. Let's get on to the reaction of the day here. Interesting episode today. We've got a Discord episode. What about Discord? This is season 5, episode 22. I don't know what to expect from this, but I'm pretty sure we have not seen Discord anymore since the season 4 finale. And it was a very interesting point to leave it at with Discord, because with what he went through with Tyrek, he'd reverted back to kind of his old self, his old selfish self, and was selling out the main 6 and whatnot. And but then after Tyrek double crossed him and stole his magic and everything, it really felt like he really felt bad for what he had become, or the way he was, his old self, and was truly repentant of those ways. So it will be interesting to see if they actually portray it as, yeah, he's actually turned over a new leaf now. I mean, I think he's always going to be mischievous to a point. That's just the way he is. But you can be mischievous, kind of pull pranks and jokes and whatever without going overboard on it, and everybody can have fun with that. So I was really curious to see, you know, development-wise where they go with him on that. So, yeah, but that I don't know anything other than what, you know, the title. What about Discord? So let's get this going here, and we'll see what kind of shenanigans ends up pulling here this time. All right, starting now.
Didn't we just shelve all the books in the library a few months ago?
Yes, but that was because we needed to. This is just because I want to. I call it my book sortation. 3 uninterrupted days of reorganizing books.
Sortation?
Can you think of anything more relaxing?
Well, claw massages, back rubs, bubble baths. You weren't really looking for an answer, were ya?
I've even devised a better system for organizing them. It decreases the amount of time it takes to find a book you're looking for by nearly 3/4 of a second.
Whoa, that much?
Look at them all.
Sure, why not?
20,000 books to organize.
Oh, Aloysius is back.
I'm sure we can make some time for a claw massage and a back rub too.
Yes! Best long weekend ever!
Best weekend ever!
My little
Oh boy. Really glad to see Aloysius back. I don't think have we seen him since end of season 4? When he flew off after the tree is destroyed? I'm not sure, but in any case, glad to see him again. Like I've said before, I really want to see a pet episode again for the main 6. But I don't know, this weekend, I don't think it's gonna. If Discord's coming up here, I don't think it's gonna go the way Twilight and Spike think it's gonna go. So this could be interesting. Wow, this animation is really getting good.
Whoa, that strange yellow orb in the sky. What is that?
All right. So it's been a little while since we've seen the sun.
A little while?
Wow.
We were in the library for 3 straight days.
Yes, but they were 3 very productive days. Even if you did take that 2-hour claw massage break.
So the weekends. This is after the weekend now.
I'm getting the claw massage.
Okay.
It's not like we missed anything.
What?
Hello, Twilight. Hi, Spike. Hi, Rainbow Dash. Good to see you, Discord.
Did you rehearse before you found us?
What makes you think we practiced? Come on, Rainbow Dash. What's going on here?
Okay, this is a little creepy.
Sorry, me and Discord are just messing around. Like we do. Since when?
Since when?
We've simply had a momentous time together these past 3 days. You could say it was hysterical.
Oh, the puns.
Sneaky snake.
Not the puns.
Just snaking around.
Ah.
Good one, Discord.
Please tell me they're not going to do this the whole episode.
It is kind of an inside joke from this weekend. You wouldn't really get it unless you were there. Oh, okay. Cool, well, catch you later, Twilight.
Catch you later, Twilight.
Okay, what is he up to? What?
That was strange, right? Since when?
Yep, another episode with Spike as the punching bag.
Jokes.
Since sometime in the last 3 days, I guess.
Hey, no pony made you join me on my book sortation.
I'm joking.
Rarity? Twilight, you've returned from your book sorting sabbatical. All that organizing has done wonders for your complexion. Thanks. It was very relaxing. And we were able to clear a shelf for those old-fashioned books you wanted
Spike
to
has
donate.
the best expressions ever in this show.
Oh, darling, they're vintage, and they're over there. I've even included my favorites by former cancel art designer to the stars, Rococo Frou-Frou.
Oh, I love her.
Coco Frou.
Both.
Twilight.
They have the
This makes
awesomest names
twice
for
I've seen
designers
you
in Equestria.
one day. Aren't I
Discord again.
lucky?
Weren't you just with... Hi, Twilight. Hi, Spike. How was your book sortation? It was good. Aren't you glad you did it?
Alright. That's it. I'm doing a pun counter.
Oh, please. You'll make me blush.
You do seem to be turning a shade of orange.
Really? She's okay with this.
Oh, sorry, darling. You see, we were at Sweet Apple Acres, and, oh, how to explain?
Well, let me try and paint her a picture, dearest.
He's gonna actually paint.
You see, we were all at Sweet
Bob
Apple
Ross.
Acres,
Nice.
and I ended up turning the trees into the most... Oh, who am I kidding? I simply can't do it justice. You really had to be there.
Oh, this is
We would
getting
have
good.
invited you to come along, too, but we didn't want to interrupt your organizing. We know how important it is to you.
And I'm sure it was much more important than the fun that we had.
I appreciate that. Speaking
yeah.
of books, I should get these on the shelves.
Okay, why not?
Rainbow Dash bonding with Discord. Rarity finding something he did genuinely funny? Must have been some weekend.
Yeah.
Some pony sorry she missed it?
Of course not.
Uh-oh. Now this would be Pinky and Applejack. Oh, okay. And Discord again.
Doing hysterics.
Oh, we were just reminiscing about the best weekend ever.
Of course.
He's everywhere today, isn't he?
Oh, now where was I? Ah, yes, we had just finished our soup. And then Applejack said, peanut butter hoof? Yuck, not even with jelly.
I don't get it.
Okay.
It's hilarious. I
That's
wish
the
we'd taken a picture.
freakiest Applejack face I've ever seen.
Oh, well, this should do.
I guess that's funny.
Well, seems this has become quite the sticky situation.
Aye.
Oh, shucks, Twilight. We haven't even asked how your weekend went.
It was fine.
And yet you look so glum. Does some pony need a huggy wuggy?
I am not glum. I'm glad.
Okay.
I'm glad you all had such a good time together. Having inside jokes can really create a lasting bond between friends.
I'm just sorry that all this bonding happened while you were holed up in your castle.
Oh, don't you
I
worry
don't know if
about
I buy that
Twilight.
he's sorry.
Bet you were in hog heaven organizing all them books.
Yeah,
Again.
she kind of was.
I'm sure I had just as much fun as the rest of you.
No.
I can't believe I missed out on all that bonding.
I knew it. You are jealous.
Spike, I'm the princess of friendship. I don't get jealous.
Oh, right,
I'm sorry I
right.
missed out because sharing that experience would have helped me with my princess of friendship duties.
Come again?
If our friends could enjoy 3 full days with Discord that much, it must have something to do with the specific things they did together. If we could find out what those things were, it could be a real breakthrough in the science of friendship.
I guess so.
We must science this at once.
So, you thought our book sortation was fun? This is gonna be even better.
Oh boy.
Thank you for coming. I wouldn't have asked you here if it wasn't important. I love important. I want to know how these funny moments you shared came to pass. I can use this data to help advance friendships all over Equestria.
Well, I like the sound of
Yep,
that.
she's gonna science it.
Perfect. Let's start with the snake. I don't know if I can get it out.
Oh, man.
It's too funny.
Oh, but we must. It's for the greater good. It started when we were helping Granny Smith with her
Oh,
garden.
we're gonna flashbacks?
I reckon you mean my sister Apple Bloom.
All your apples look the same. And then Rainbow Dash saw a snake.
I think it was a garden hose.
It was a hose snake. Super deadly. I recall it being a large stick that looked like a hose that in turn did in fact resemble a snake.
Thing is, we galloped away, and it chased after us. The hose?
How?
A snake? A stick? A snail? A hose?
A stick.
We literally
That's crystal clear.
for our lives. Isn't that hilarious?
I guess you had to be there. I do need to be there. But you weren't. And it's already happened. Ooh. Are you suggesting time travel? Absolutely not. Time travel
Marty
is
McFly.
not something to be messed with. We simply need to recreate everything that led to these jokes.
Oh, what a brilliant idea.
Oh no.
Shall we begin with the lunch date that kicked off the glorious weekend you missed out on?
Are you sure it was this table?
I feel like Discord's up to
does it really
something.
matter?
I'm just
When it comes
not
to
sure
science,
what.
everything matters. One change to the equation could ruin the experiment.
No, it was this table here.
All right, so you sat down at the table, and then what happened? Oh, well, first I expressed my displeasure with the design of the menu.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've just noticed something.
Yes?
The tablecloth. It isn't the same color as the one the restaurant used on the day in question.
Really?
What does that have to do with
Right.
anything?
The tablecloth was red. I remember because it clashed with the font on the menus.
Okay,
I don't
fine.
suppose
Just
that means we're gonna
Discord,
need to
just
get
zap
the
it.
tablecloth, does it?
Oh, most definitely.
Thank you.
One change to the equation could ruin the experiment. Twilight said so herself. Anything stand out
Nice.
as being different? Anything at all?
Oh, I see. Okay.
Me too!
Excellent.
See, the equation is messed up because Twilight's now there. That just by her being there, they can't
To the left.
recreate it.
No, my left. A little bit more. No, a little more right.
Air traffic
Cloud
control.
over our table looked like an ice cream sundae. Perfect!
Sure, why not? They're measuring the temperature of the
It's
soup?
barely room temperature. Garçon, over here.
Again, why not? How many times are we gonna see those peanut butter jars?
No, nothing.
Are you sure there's not something you've missed? Some other detail about your lunch together that you're forgetting?
Well, I don't know about the rest of you, but I feel we've been pretty exhaustive in our attempts to recreate every single detail of our previous encounter.
Yes, painfully so.
Yeah, Twilight. If you don't get it by now, I don't think you're ever gonna get it. But it is really important that I figure this out. It's for the good of all Equestria.
Well, perhaps we should have another look at the
Or
data.
your own curiosity?
Of course! There is one last variable that we haven't accounted for.
What?
You!
Yes!
Me?
Thank you, Discord.
You weren't there observing us. No matter how hard we try, we can't possibly recreate our weekend of fun exactly as it happened, because you'll always be watching, and you weren't there.
He makes a good point.
It has only served to prove that moments of levity and bonding between friends simply cannot be recreated so that others might share in the experience.
This is
He
true.
makes another good point. Oh, don't worry, darling. I'm sure there'll be plenty of other chances for you to share in the kind of frivolity we had with Discord while you were away. Yeah, and I'll bet they'll be just as hysterical. Absolutely. I'm not buying it. Not for a second. There is definitely something else going on here, Spike.
Or
I'm-
maybe there
I'm
isn't.
inclined to
Maybe you should
agree
just
with
drop
her,
this whole
but-
thing and admit that you're a little jealous.
Even if I'm not able to laugh at what happened, I should be able to figure out why they find it funny, why they think they had this amazing and hilarious time
It doesn't-
together, but I can't figure it out. It doesn't make sense.
Some things just can't be explained.
Our friends think something great happened to them while I was away.
Doesn't really
but no,
feel like a spell or anything.
If we don't break the spell they're under, who knows what terrible things could happen?
Yep, she's going there.
Come on, Spike. There's no time to lose.
To the library!
Zecora, what do you think? Can you undo...
Or Zecora's! Okay! Haven't seen Zecora in quite a while.
In what way can you tell that they are indeed under a spell?
They're having fun with Discord, that's why.
Ah, a friendship with Discord is truly a shock. But who says it is something that we must block?
Trust me, they would never laugh like that unless something magical was involved. It's not that funny. I know funny.
Thank you, Spike. You saved me a facepalm.
All right, this potion will break the spell. Then you will be able to tell.
Wait, if that's the potion, then what's brewing in your cauldron?
It ties the room together and emits a warm glow. But if I am to be honest, it's just for show.
It's like feng shui type thing. Why not?
I wonder why she asked us here so bright and early.
Another map adventure, perhaps?
Pinky!
No glowing tushies here! Or maybe it's more of a non-adventure. Maybe she just wants to tell us
All right.
how last night's slumber went. Hey, gang! Ooh, you look excited! I am excited. We're gonna have fun today. Yes!
Oh, really?
Just
Okay, so
one
how's she gonna
tiny
spin
bit of
this?
skill microscopic thing before fun times. I need every pony to sip this potion to break Discord's spell on you.
Okay, no spin,
Don't be
just
embarrassed.
blurt it out!
So what if Discord cast a spell on you so you thought you had a great time, and now you have all these inside jokes that you seem to be constantly laughing at? Don't worry, you didn't have your defenses up. I get it.
You're kidding.
Twilight, darling, we simply had a nice time with Discord. As I recall, we spent much of yesterday
What's
afternoon
with the-
reenacting it for you.
Curly Q straws.
Or you reenacted what you thought was fun,
Whatever.
but really wasn't because you were under a spell that made you think what happened was
Like I said,
fun.
Spike's the punching bag.
What kind of fertilizer have you had your nose in, Twilight?
Be honest, the only reason you won't drink the potion is because deep down in your hearts you know there's a chance that Discord has you under his power. Twilight, how could you say such a thing? I know Discord still makes mistakes sometimes, but you're accusing him of being downright evil.
Yeah! And to top it off, you're accusing us of not being able to tell he was up to something. What do you take us for?
Yeah!
Well,
Take us for!
of course Pink would be the one to actually drink it.
Got any more, Twilight?
Hi, Twilight. The gang mentioned we'd all be
You know, the last
hanging out
times that
together
Discord has
today.
got him, they didn't realize what was going on, so in Twilight's defense, she had a point.
Peanut butter hoof gang.
Not with the peanut butter jars.
So much for that whole spell theory.
No. Yeah, nothing changed with Pinky, so obviously it wasn't a spell.
Funny. It's funny if you were there. But I wasn't there. I wasn't included. Maybe it's my own fault for staying in and having a
Uh-oh.
sortation when I could have been making jokes and memories and having a great time with my friends. But I didn't do that, did I?
No.
You all did. You were all there, but... I wasn't there. I missed out. And seeing you having all these jokes I wasn't a part of and couldn't understand made me...
Jealous?
No. The Princess of Friendship can't get jealous.
Sure
Why
you
not?
can, Twilight. And none of us begrudge you for it.
We're sorry if we made you feel left out. You didn't do anything wrong. You're allowed to share things that don't include me. And you're allowed to feel a little jealous about it. You just have to be able to admit that that's what you're feeling so you can let it go.
And, you know, not try to make us recreate everything that happened when you weren't around.
Yeah, that.
Of course, none of this would have happened if I hadn't encouraged every pony not to
Discord made
invite
himself
me
a
this
chair,
weekend.
okay.
They wanted me to be there? And you convinced them to not invite me?
I didn't think
Oh,
that they should interrupt you.
there it
Now I
is.
see that we should have. Oh,
That's what he
I
did.
feel just terrible.
You don't look like you feel terrible.
What?
Better?
Wait a minute. You didn't suggest not inviting
Okay.
Twilight because you wanted to make her feel left out, did you?
Of course not. That whole jealousy thing was just...
Whoa! That.
Certainly, we can all agree that Princess Twilight learned a valuable
Wow,
lesson.
that artwork.
That even she can have feelings of jealousy. That she should recognize said feelings rather than try to pretend that she doesn't have them. Did I get the tiniest bit of glee out of watching her try to recreate our weekend of fun in the name of
Yes.
science? Oh, most definitely. But what's important here is that it was never my intent to make Twilight feel jealous. That's something the old me tried to do.
Nice.
Aren't you glad I've changed?
Uh-oh.
I said, aren't you glad I've changed?
Now you ticked him off.
Orange! Like the ones at the Applejack farm. I mean, from this weekend. No?
Not funny anymore.
Nothing? Really? I thought you'd find this hysterical.
Yes, no. Discord, I think these jokes have run their course. Only way we find them
Thank you,
funny
Rarity.
now is if you put us all under some kind of spell. Come on. You'd have to be a complete crazy pony to think he'd do something like that. What are you gonna say next, Pinky? That we'd all have to drink some weird potion to break the spell?
What's so
Come
Oh!
on, Discord. Do we really have to spell?
Oh! Oh, he's getting a taste of his own medicine!
Well, I don't get it. Some pony want to tell me what's so hilarious? Any pony? Hello? I'm talking to
Nice.
you! And you and you! Well, what's funny about spell? I mean, I don't get it. I'm being left out and I feel really bad about it.
Sorry, buddy. Guess you had to be there.
Aw. Oh. Okay, all is forgiven. Oh, wow, wow. Okay, well, that was actually more of a Twilight episode than it was a Discord episode. That's a nice twist. Okay, so yeah, episode about jealousy. That's definitely a good one to cover. Because yeah, anybody will get. I mean, it doesn't matter who you are, or what kind of place you're at, or position you're in, or whatever. I mean, anybody with emotions gets jealous at some point or another in their lives. I mean, that's just human emotion. So, but it's great that they highlight the fact that it's okay to be jealous as long as you don't, as you admit it and then let it go. How do I want to say this? Yeah, I guess that's basically it. It just yeah, if you don't admit it and you just let the jealousy build and build and build, it's sooner or later it's going to catch up with you, and you're just going to go nuts and explode at somebody or something, and then yeah, things will not go well. Things never go well when that happens. So it's, like I said, it's okay to be jealous. You just got to be able to deal with that in a mature way and let it go. So, oh please, no Frozen references, please. Anyway, okay, so but for Discord, yeah, it basically, I'm happy that this went kind of the way I had predicted earlier that it would, where Discord's really, he's still mischievous, of course, but I really feel like he has turned over that new leaf. He turned the corner on his evil ways of doing things. He's really doing his best to be a friend with the the ponies and such, and just hang out with them and have a good time, have some laughs, some jokes. I really like seeing the side of Discord, because I mean, with that kind of magical power to just bend reality to your will, I mean, you can have a blast with that kind of thing if he's not sitting there trying to take over the world all the time, So that's really great to see that. Not really sure where they're going to go with him now on character development though, because I don't know. I almost feel like he needs to. That they were kind of teasing the idea that he was going to be a hero type character back in the season 4 finale, but then it went south when he decided to go dark side again. So, but it seemed like at first like he was really excited about having that role. So it'd be interesting to see if he actually plays a role in like a hero type role in some future episode to help save Equestria or something. That would be interesting. But other than that, I guess I haven't thought far enough to figure out like where I'd actually like to see him go, character-wise. So yeah, but I'll have to think about that some more for later. But yeah, just glad to see that he's really a great guy now. So and yeah, the way that he's done this before. He's messes around with people and kind of manipulates people or ponies, whatever, to try and teach them a lesson in his own kind of twisted way. So we kind of see that again. Although this one was a little bit, it was definitely more subtle and I think a little bit more sincere this time with the jealousy. I know he said it wasn't his intention to make Twilight jealous. That said, I'm pretty sure he had every intention of, and of not including her. I mean, he basically admitted to that. So I'm not sure what he thought that might lead to, but yeah. So ultimately, it's kind of, as far as Twilight's predicament, she really kind of put herself in that predicament by shutting herself in her castle. But I guess the whole Discord a little bit to that too, because I'm guessing if somebody had come and asked her if she wanted to join in, she may very well have decided to do that. So yeah, kind of a little peeved at Discord for messing around with that, but it is largely Twilight's fault. And that's actually kind of an interesting twist too. I've said before that it's great to see that Twilight has gone from just really not being accepting of the whole princess of friendship thing in the castle and everything to she's basically fully embracing it now. But now it's almost like she's just swung too far the other way. She's almost going back to her old recluse nerdy type self, where she's shut herself in her castle with her books and kind of ignoring her friends, and then later feels bad because she's missed out on all the fun. Well, from that perspective, you kind of only got yourself to blame. If you've got friends that you can go out and have a good time with, hey, why not? So, sometimes it's just a matter of determining what your priorities are. Do you want to spend time alone with your books? Which, quite honestly, there is nothing wrong with that. Okay, there is nothing wrong with wanting to have some quiet time to yourself. But if you're going to choose to do that, then you got to admit that when you find out later that there were some really fun things that happened, you can feel bad that you missed it, but ultimately you got to take responsibility for the fact that that was your choice. Nobody forced you to do that. So yeah, there's a lesson to be learned in that too. It's not just the jealousy bit. It's it's taking responsibility for the consequences of your actions. So so yeah, that's funny. Or that was good. But the references, oh my word, the couple genius ones in there. Well, the first one, Discord, when he and Rainbow Dash zoomed in, Discord is like this full-on plaid streak. I can't help but think of the Spaceballs scene where the ship went to ludicrous speed and zoomed by him, and they're like, "Whoa, they've gone to plaid." I mean, it's just, I don't know if that was the intended reference. I'm hopefully not, because that is far from a kids movie, but it's still kind of funny, just the thought of Discord and the plaid streak for some reason. I don't know, that's just funny. And what else was, the Bob Ross references, that was great. But the artwork, the barn at Sweet Apple Acres, and especially the Twilight portrait And then like the psycho evil Twilight afterwards was interesting too, but especially that initial Twilight arc. I mean, props to whoever, whatever animator designed that. That's like full on fan art stuff. It's like something I expect to find on DeviantArt or something. That was really awesome. So yeah, kudos to that. Oh, and then of course the Marty McFly reference with Pinky. I was almost starting to think at that point, with all that Twilight was trying to do, to figure out what had happened, and oh, that was so frustrating. That Discord, it was like they teased they were heading towards a flashback, and then they just went out of it and never actually did flashbacks. So we're basically sitting here in the same boat as Twilight was, where we don't know what happened during that weekend. So we don't get all the inside jokes. I mean, they weren't really funny to us either, at least to me or whatever. But anyway, I kind of almost wish they would do like they've done before with like Brotherhood Social and some others, where they do like another episode later on where we get to see the other side of the story that we missed out on. I kind of doubt they're going to do that for an episode like this, but I'm still sitting here wondering, like, what were all the crazy things that happened that made them all buddy up to Discord like that? It is kind of a mystery, but anyway, I was thinking that with Twilight, with all she was trying to do, I almost wondered if she was going to try to start digging up some of Star Swirl's time spells and stuff again to try and go back and see what happened, observing without changing the equation, so to speak. And and then we got the Marty McFly reference. Is it in a way, I kind of wish they had done something like that, because again, I wanted to see what happened. But really, at the same time, I'm actually more glad that they stayed away from that, because anytime you start dealing with time travel stuff, I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a good time travel story, but it's too much for this show. I mean, it really is. That just would have been going way out into left field, I feel like. So I'm glad they kept it a little more simple than that. So anyway, I mean, really the episode in general, this time, we've had so many episodes that just had so much crazy stuff going on. Is really hard to sit and absorb it all. I'm glad with this one, they kind of dialed it back a little bit, and it's just minimal references and other things, minimal distractions from the actual moral story that they're trying to tell. So yeah, so we haven't had one of those in a while, so I'm glad to see that. It's just easier to take in sometimes. So that's good. Yeah, I did notice Lyra and Bonbon in one scene, but yeah, again, there wasn't a whole lot of background stuff going on this time to distract. So, like I said, which is fine. So, all right, I think that's most everything. Yeah, just to take a minute quick on Spike. Again, he's just I love him for his cynical facial expression reactions to stuff that goes on. I mean, that's classic Spike. He's great for that kind of stuff. But why does he always have? I mean, Spike is like Ziggy. If you've ever seen the comic strips for Ziggy, it's just like everything's against him. I mean, he got buried under dirt by Discord. He got dumped on with that potion juice stuff because Twilight wasn't paying attention. Like, come on already. Give the guy a break for once. But whatever. Can only keep hoping that next season something turns around for him, I guess. So, all right. Well, I see by my counter this is getting crazy long again, so sorry for that. But yeah, thanks again for watching, everybody. And yeah, again, just with the holidays coming up, Thanksgiving in a few weeks here, just stay warm, stay safe, everybody, and enjoy your shopping. And we'll catch you next time.